everyone, this is Luigi Rocks 2014 here with my sort of continuation playthrough, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm back again playing Super Mario Bros. 3 on a second time, which basically I'm now playing on the Super Nintendo. I've actually decided that I'm going to play all versions of Super Mario Bros. 3, not just the Nintendo Entertainment version, but the Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance versions as well. And why am I doing all the versions? Because, well, let's just say it's just for kicks. Yeah, let's put it at that, just for kicks. Alright, so, let's see, I want to try to erase this file if I can remember how to. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That file was nearly just a practice file, an attempt at me trying to beat the game, but I guess never really had the time to finish. I was actually close. I was only on like the start of World 7 and that was it. So yeah. I'll turn the game audio up just a little bit. Alright. So yeah, here you got the little opening cutscene or whatever. Same old one from the Nintendo Entertainment version. This time in a 16-bit style, I guess you could put it. And of course you got the classic underwater music playing. So yeah, we're gonna select one player because, you know, I just, for whatever reason, can't really get someone to play this with me, so yeah. Alright, so here's the first level. Basically, like, I'm gonna be going through Super Mario Bros. 3, like, you know, the same way as, like, the Nintendo Entertainment System version or whatever. The only difference with this one is that now you actually get the ability of saving. So, unlike the last playthrough, I'm actually probably gonna have this be recorded on two separate days. So it'll probably only take me about 2 days to finish this version, as well as the Game Boy Advance one. So yeah. I will say the controls are a lot better on this version in my opinion, but then again the Nintendo Entertainment one was just as awesome too. I don't know, it felt like this one was a little more fast paced than the other one, but then again that's just me. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that area. So yeah, so the playlist of the walkthrough, like, as a lot of you may know, the playlist may say Super Mario Bros. 3 walkthrough number 7. Well, here's one thing some of you probably don't know. The playlist may say Super Mario Bros. 3 walkthrough number 7, but notice how I didn't even put NES on there. The reason I didn't put NES in parentheses is because I decided to do all the versions of Super Mario Bros. 3, or at least the Super Nintendo and Game Boy Advance versions too. So not just the Nintendo Entertainment version. Because I don't want people like complaining me saying, well, Luigi, you should have just done this version or you should have done that version. I'm gonna do all the versions so that way no one doesn't bother like complaining or messaging me about it, because it really irritates me when I get random messages of people saying, oh, you should have done this version, oh, you should have done that version. Well, you know what? I can decide if I want to do whichever version I want or if I want to do all of them. So, there. Oh, come on. Okay, awesome. So there's the star. And pretty much the end of that level. So, yeah, the versions are pretty much no different, you know. Like, each version of Super Mario Bros. 3 really is no different. It's just the same game, only different graphics and all that sort of stuff. So, but the one major difference with the Game Boy Advance version is you actually get to play Luigi. That's right, unlike the Super Nintendo and Nintendo Entertainment versions, you can play as Luigi even when you're just playing by yourself. Because as I might have mentioned in the last playthrough, the way to play as Luigi is you have to have a second player in order to play as Luigi. Which apparently, since I don't really have any time to have someone come over and play this game with me, I'm just not really able to just play the game with a friend or anything like that. So, alright, and that time I was able, I think in the last version I failed to get that 1-up at one point. Now, I'm not going to really try to get 99 lives, but I'll try my best to get that up to there if I can. The one major problem with saving in this game is when you save, good news is you actually get to keep the lives you collect, but the power-ups and the panels you get, those end up resetting to the default, like back to like 0 or whatever. Like you basically, like the power-up resets you back to like small Mario or whatever, and the amount of panels you collected just goes back to being blank or whatever, like all 3 of them. So that's kind of a disappointment, to tell you the truth. Alright, and there's a mushroom. I'm gonna try to at least save one of them, so that way, like when I save and start the game up, I can just use a mushroom in the item box. So yeah, the graphics in this version are a lot better than in the Nintendo Entertainment System version. But yeah, to tell you the truth, the Super Mario Bros. 3 I mainly grew up with was just the original Nintendo Entertainment version. It wasn't so much the like Game Boy Advance or Super Nintendo, unfortunately, which at that time I never even had either of these games, so that's mostly why. Just like the Nintendo Entertainment one, there are levels where you have to collect the amount of coins to make the special mushroom houses appear. That still is a thing. It always has been a thing, even ever since the Nintendo Entertainment version. Alright. And that time I was able to get all the coins, awesome. I do know that in the Game Boy Advance version, those 3 coins, Nintendo ended up adding a 4th one for some reason, because I guess 3 coins just wasn't enough. Alright, hold on. To get this last panel, this last one's always a major pain and I always mess up on it. But if you manage to get the timing right, you should be able to get the 5 up on the stars you collect. So yeah, that's like pretty tricky. And then here we got the blue mushroom house. Yeah, and then in the Nintendo Entertainment version, it was just a plain old black and whitish mushroom house, but now they decided to add more detail to it and make it a blue and white mushroom house instead of like a black and white one. I think originally it would have just been referred to as a clear or white mushroom house in that version, but yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't even bother trying to win these because there's just no point. In the Game Boy Advance version, if you win the slot machines, like the first slot machine game, actually, I'm not even going to spoil what will happen if you actually succeed in winning those slot machines or whatever in the Game Boy Advance version. Like, you'll see it when I do the Game Boy Advance version, because I'm going to be doing that version sometime soon. Like, once I'm done with this version here, the Super Nintendo version. Also known as the Super Mario All-Stars version of Super Mario Bros. 3. And no, if anyone's wondering, no, I do not own the Super Mario All-Stars with the Super Mario World bundle. Unfortunately, this is just the regular Super Mario All-Stars that I have, not the one with Super Mario World. I don't have that version, and to be honest, there really is no point in owning that version, because I already have Super Mario World on its own separate cartridge, so that really doesn't matter to me which version of Mario All-Stars I get. Either or, doesn't matter. All I wanted was Super Mario All-Stars, and that was it. And no matter which version it was, if it was one without Super Mario World, fine by me, because as I said, if I want to play Super Mario World, I'll just play it on a different cartridge. I don't need 2 different versions, like a Super Mario All-Stars version and its own cartridge. There's just no point. So, yeah. Alright, so once again, I really don't even know what you would call this area. I guess you could call it Coin Heaven, I guess. I don't even know. So, Alright, just run through here. Kind of a reckless move I pulled, but I really don't even care if I lose the raccoon suit. I can still get it back in the next level. So, that really wouldn't have mattered if I'd lost it. Alright, so next level is level 6. Alright, so... yeah, this is where I could have gotten the raccoon suit if I had lost it, which was in that block. Alright. Let's see if I can actually succeed in getting this one up and not screw up like an idiot. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay, crouch down here. You can get some extra coins in there. Alright, so just fly up there and then get yourself an extra boost. And then you're pretty much at the end of the level. Only thing to just watch out is the Koopa. Alright, alright, there we go. Yeah, I usually just try to get rid of that Koopa as I can, so I can get the star. Because with him in the way, I feel like he'd be in the way if I tried doing that. Yeah, let's just go for the hammer, bro, and then the cards. Yeah, why not? I'll grab the fire flower. They actually did some major changes where instead of Mario looking all orange, they made him look all white and red in this version when he grabs the fire flower. When he was in the orange form in the NES version, he kind of looked like Pumpkin Mario for some reason. Like, I don't know, the color just reminded me of a Halloween pumpkin or something like that. Jack-o'-lantern, whatever. I don't even know why. It just did. That was like the one thing that just came in mind. Not when I was a lot younger, but as recently when I started replaying that game. I don't know why. Okay. Okay, that's a 1-up. Alright, I've already messed that up. I hope this doesn't end up like the last game where I only succeeded in like 2 sets and all that crap is really... oh, I really hate for it to come to that. Okay, so next up is the airship level, or whatever you call it. Whichever ore. Alright, don't worry, we'll get your king back, no need to worry. Or get him back to normal. Even if I lose my fire flower, I can still get it back, because there's a part in the level where you can still get one. Alright, so just avoid the bullet bills again. Alright, so not really much to say about this level. I mean, anyone who saw the Nintendo Entertainment version walkthrough will probably already know how these levels go. Wow, I can't even believe I actually got hit that time. Really ridiculous. Oh crap. What an awful place to have to land. Ugh. I can't even believe I just... Alright. That's it for that level. Alright, so now that that's done, the king is now saved. Or he's back to normal, I guess. And the message is just the same as it was in the Nintendo Entertainment version. Nothing really different. But here is one major change that they did. They added music of whenever you receive letters from Princess Peach or Princess Toadstool, whatever you want to call her. I think in the Japanese version, she's still referred to as Princess Toadstool. I could be wrong. So, I don't know. Princess Peach could be still referred to as Princess Toadstool in that version. I don't know. I don't know, okay? So, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in World 2.